Hey guys, welcome back. The Ghost here. Um, Today, Stock Lock Sunday, I am going to be picking this one that I got from Average Picker. It was one that he sent me in a little giveaway he was doing. UAP Zero Lift Advance. Here's your lock. 3100 keyway. And there's your bidding. This is stock, pinned, works beautifully. I've actually picked this one a couple times now. And it's interesting in that it takes a couple of picks to be able to pick this one, just because of the bidding and the way the pins are. The other thing that I'm dealing with lately is my vise. Actually, the tension rod, this is the old one, stripped out. Stretched the threads out so bad that the nut, when you get about right here, just slides. So I couldn't tension anything. So I went to the hardware store and bought a chunk of all thread and some nuts. Did 2 on this side to work as a jam nut, 2 on the inside to work with as jam nuts. The only downfall to what I've got set up at the moment is I can't close the vise jaws all the way. They get about that. I can get them about that close, which for what I'm doing is fine for now. Eventually I'll pull this rod out and I'll take it to work. I'm going to mill a flat spot and then drill a hole and run a pin or a rod or something, so I got something like this, so I don't have to keep using a ratchet. So right now I use a ratchet to tighten it down, but works just fine. And then you can't see, I'll probably throw a picture on real quick just to show you, because I did take one. The nut that I had to put inside was too small compared to this. It was a little thinner, so I ended up just taking a couple of pop tabs, soda pop tabs, cans, and I folded them in half, smashed them down real good, stuffed those in the sides, took a hammer, beat those down in there, and wedged it in there perfectly. So pretty cheap fix for what I'm dealing with, since I could not find a new tension rod to replace for this vise. And it's just a cheap vise. It's I think a $30 Amazon one. I got it off Amazon. I think it was $30. But I don't have the money to go buy a new one right now. So, a few bucks into some materials and I'm back in the game. Not quite as convenient as it was before, but it still works perfectly. So just wanted to share that with you guys, for anybody who, might be in a situation. I think most of us are, where, we just don't have the money to go out and buy new stuff as it breaks. Find a way to fix it, do something ingenious. And what is the saying? Necessity is the modern, or the what am I? I'm gonna look like an idiot now. Necessity is the oh, guys, god dang it, help me out here. The mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention, something like that. When you need it, and you can't go buy whatever, you make it work. So anyway, I'll stop yammering now and try and get some zoom and focus going here for you, and we will see what we can do to pick this. Where's my stuff? Here's my wrench. And make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Actually, I'm half picking through the camera and I'm half picking through the over the top. So when you hit the 6 pin in the very back, you go to a false set, and then from there There's a couple of pins coming out. I just kind of, it's a half between bitch pick and single pin pick. But I'm not really, at this point setting on a pin. I'm just kind of working my way through it to bring it back out. And then I go to a deep hook. And this one right in the front, you got to get set just right, set on it just right, and you get counter rotation. And get that set. And then I will take that deep hook and kind of work my way through. You can't go all the way because there's one low one in the back that you get hung up on and you cannot get past it with a deep hook. But there are a couple in here that you can kind of make sure get set. And then come back to a shorter hook so we can get back there. There should be one right in the middle somewhere that always is what I seem to be hanging up on. Like I said, I've opened this one 2 or 3 times. I don't remember exactly. I think it's 3. But when I did, I kind of figured there it is right there, right in the middle. There's one that always hangs up on. So kind of figured out the trick to opening this particular one. So first time I did it definitely took me a little bit, and then once I got it open, because I don't ever open a lock and see what's inside it until I've picked it. That's kind of, and we got keys, so I'm going to lock this back up. That's just kind of the rule that I always follow for myself personally is, it kind of takes away the fun for me. If you know what's in it, you know how it works before you get to it, as far as, I don't know, it just doesn't seem quite as fun to me as being able to pop it for the first time, not knowing. But that's just me. That's kind of what I like to do. So I am going to reposition you guys, I think, over here. And I'm going to try and remember to work right here so that you guys can see what's going on. Let's move a few things out of the way here. And shim. All right. Perfect. Okay, so you can see, let's do this. See that one in the very back? Just barely have to touch it to set it, and then everything else is pretty deep. But here's where you're going to have that deeper hook to hit. Oop, don't lose it. That one or that one, because with the shorter one, you can barely get that one. And then just barely get that one. And then it's that 5th pin that with that short hook, you're never going to set it. So that's why I took the deep hook after I set number 1 with all that counter rotation, and I worked my way back. That was the pin that it was number 5. Oh, now I'm throwing them everywhere. Sorry guys. It's yeah, right there. It was number 5 that I had to have that deep hook to be able to set. So I'm going to dump these. And it's got anti-drill all the way across the bottom of it in several spots. Tweezers. Try not to screw this up. Number 1 is a very, very deep spool. Number 2 is a T-pin. I don't know what we call number 3. I'll show it to you guys, and you guys maybe can tell me if there's a particular name that I've never actually heard them called anything before, but 3 and 4 are the same. Six is a standard, and 5 is a T-pin. And all the springs are the same. Yeah, let me orientate these, and then I'm going to grab that one and show. See how well you guys can see this. So it's a spool. Focus. Come on. Come on. You're killing me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with this thing. You can do this. It's driving me crazy. There we go. Okay. So it's a spool, but it's got a narrowed. Oh. Now I'm really zoomed in. I'm trying to keep it in frame here. It's got a tapered. Well, you guys can see it. I don't think I've ever actually seen a pin like this before. So if you guys can tell me if there's an actual name for them, I really don't know. But very interesting, very cool pins. But 3 and 4 are identical like that. And then 2 and 5 are, maybe I should have left that. Focus issues. There we go. 2 and 5 are these T-pins. And then number 1, and I'll take a picture and superimpose that on the, so you guys can see that. Number one is a very large, very deep spool. So, and then all the key pins were standards. Like I said, I'll pop a picture up here so you guys can see what's going on. And then the core and the Bible are all standard too. They are all stock, so nothing special with them. But anyway, that's about it for Stock Lock Sunday today. Until next time, keep it legal.